family. Welcome to tonight's platform. It's your girl, Carol Coco Diggs, CEO and Chief Editor at the Industry Highlighter magazine. You all know me from Sapphire Entertainment as well. And yes, it's me, spotlighting exploratory and extraordinary people doing fabulous things within our industry. You guys know that generally we take the time to spotlight those who are primarily on the East Coast and so forth. But tonight, right here in our backyard of North Carolina, we have the one and only Pia Morrison, who is actually the lead character in the hit stage play Sweet Mama String Bean, the life and times of Ethel Waters. I personally learned about this play from the director, Mr. Kenneth Smith. Excuse me, I keep wanting to say Ken Smith. That is not his name. Hinton. Yes, who is certainly no stranger to theater. And he's been telling me about this great production, and I'm going to get there to see it. It is going to be performed and currently being performed in the Raleigh area. So, you guys know I definitely support the arts and the artists and the entertainers from all over the world. But, I got to talk to my people that are right here in North Carolina and that are coming through North Carolina. So, opening night was Friday, July 1st. And like I said, it's still going on. You have actually this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to attend. This is your last opportunity, so we definitely don't want to miss it. And I'm so excited tonight to open up the platform to Miss Pia Morrison, aka Miss Ethel Waters.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. So she's currently in production for the play. And like I said, the play started July 1st in Raleigh. And I want you to tell our viewers a little bit of the character of Ethel Waters that you play. For those who may not be familiar with that
Sure.
particular character.
Sure. So Ethel Waters is a famous singer, blues slash jazz singer, born in 1896, and basically had her heyday from like the early, I would say like around 1917 through the
Mhm.
1950s, 1960s. She basically is a pioneer um, to the music, to the hip hop slash R&B music that we listen to today, or that some of our young folk listen to. So before there was a Beyonce, before there was an Aaliyah or Mary J, there was Ethel. And she did it all. She sang, she acted. She actually was the first Black woman to have her own television show, the Ethel Waters Show, back in 1939. So she paved the way for so much of what we are able to do today as Black women in the industry.
Wow. Well, that is certainly awesome. And I personally was not familiar with Ethel Waters. So when I saw the information and so forth, especially with her being one of the first, I was excited to learn more about it. But um, I know that stage plays can be demanding. So, with that being
Mhm.
said, and having a rigorous schedule and having to travel and so forth, how do you prepare for the stage or to get into character?
Oh, wow. You are so correct.
Mhm.
Preparing for the play this time was a little easier than the first time we did it in 2019, because I had already done it before. So it was basically just getting refamiliarized with the script and with the songs. When Kenneth called me around the middle of May, I was still in school teaching. And I'm like, oh Lord, and, he said the play is going to be in July. I'm like, okay, wait. Okay, we can do this. We can do it. And so school for me ended just before Memorial Day. And so I basically took from the time I got off work from my summer vacation until last week to just devote nothing but all of my time to my lines and the music. And when I got to North Carolina, we took that week before to go into rehearsal, and hey, it was, we basically had to do a lot of self work before we came together,
Mhm.
and it was a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot. It was a lot, but it was not nearly as taxing as it was the first time I did it.
I'm sure. I'm sure. It's just something about having to go back and review and just re-familiarize yourself with everything, because if you hadn't done it in a while, then it does take a little bit to get
Three
back
years.
into it. Oh, that's right. That's right. How long have you been acting?
Oh, so Coco, I didn't start acting until 2017. Acting wasn't anything that was on my radar. I am a music girl. I love to sing. And a friend of
Okay.
mine was auditioning for a play in Burlington, North Carolina, Sister Act. And she asked me to come and help her prepare a song for her audition. And so I went to help her do that. And the whole time she was saying, "Well, you ought to audition too. You ought to
Mhm.
audition." I'm like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm let you handle all that acting stuff." But when I got there with her to the audition, I'm like, "That looks like fun. I think I will audition." And I did, and I walked away with the lead role. So that was 2017, and I've done a few things since. I met Ken Hinton, the director of this play,
Mhm.
at one of those performances, and he and I became fast friends. And after that, he would always include me, always ask me to be a part of other productions that he was doing. And then I had the opportunity to Durham for their opening, actually, in a lead role in a play called Curve of Departure. It was a wonderful play. So I'm a baby at it compared to all the other actors and actresses that I've met. I am the baby of the bunch. I may be older in age, chronological age, but I'm a baby when it comes to acting.
Well, obviously, God's timing and God's plan is perfect, and it's your time to hit the stage. And there was definitely a connection there between your singing and bringing Miss Ethel Waters to life. Now, I will tell you, I've heard so much about this play. People are all over social media, Facebook, buzzing about it and
Yay!
showing clips. Yay. So I was like, wow, this is amazing. And where are you from originally?
I'm a Georgia girl. I'm a Georgia peach.
All right.
I was born in Atlanta. I was born in Atlanta, Fulton County. Adopted when I was 5, and grew up in a little town just south of Savannah called Midway, Georgia. So I am Georgia born and bred. And actually, last summer of 2021, I moved back home to Georgia. So I am back there now.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. So, with you being in Georgia, and
Yes.
that seems to be the hot spot and the ticket as far as entertainment and so forth goes, with Tyler Perry and different people bringing forth new new movies, new films, new productions, and yet you managed to come back to us and bless us on the stage. What keeps you from what's the word I'm looking for? What keeps you from not necessarily being uh, completely tied to Georgia?
Well, I moved to North Carolina right after I graduated from undergrad, so we're talking 1989. And Durham was
Oh, yeah.
home for almost 30 years. My children, you know, grew up here and are still here. So I'm still connected via my children. My
Hmm.
former church home, I'm still connected to them. I have so many dear friends here who I consider family. So I'm still connected with that. And then I don't think Ken would ever, not,
Mm-mm.
ever like just let me totally go. So, I don't think I'll ever not be connected to North Carolina. Georgia's home now. I'm a peach to my heart, but I will always consider North Carolina, Durham especially, as home number two.
Hmm.
And any chance I get to come back to do anything, to visit, to perform, to share anything, I'm always ready, always.
All right. Well, that's awesome. And it's certainly great to have someone like Ken in your corner that keeps you updated on things that are going on and different productions that may be in the area. And also, when you know people with talent, it makes it so much easier for casting.
Let me tell you something. That band, now you talk about
Hmm.
talent, they are so like individually, they are amazing artists, musicians on their own. But then when you put them together, it's like, wow. So I was just excited about the prospect of being able to sing with them again.
Oh, yeah. Now, I will say, I was surprised because I went out one night and I saw Will playing playing at another venue, and I was like, wow, he was just in the play. So it's amazing to me how everyone, yeah, how everyone is so multi-talented and not just one thing, but they keep their schedules going.
Hmm.
I'm like, how do you juggle it all? But somehow they manage.
Yeah, we have
Mhm.
to. Um, you know, I don't know. I think when you love what you do, whatever it is, when you love what you do, you can always find time and you can always find a way to use, your gifting to bless other people. I told someone just a few weeks ago, and I don't think I'd ever voiced this before, but I actually
Mhm.
said, I love entertaining people. I just never said it. Singing has always been my
Yeah.
first love, and I know that I've always loved singing, but to actually sit down and really realize what is it about it that I like? Well, I really love entertaining. I love it when people laugh
Mhm.
and when people smile when they hear me sing something. I love it when I see them cry or when they come to me after a concert or performance and they tell me that something I said or something I sang made them remember something
Mhm.
and it brought tears to their eyes. To me, it's a ministry. For me, performance is a ministry. Um, and I use it. And even though I may be in a play that's not necessarily a gospel play, I may sing love
Mhm.
songs, but I'm particular about what I sing. And everything that I say and sing, I always use to the glory of God. So everything I do at, at the end of the day points to the love that God has for me and points to the fact
Mhm.
that He has gifted me to be able to do certain things to bless His people.
Yeah. And I really, really love that because now I find that so many different people, and I don't care what the age range is, they are compromising on every single area of their life to get just a taste of fame. And
Yep,
I'm like, you know what? You some of the things that people are doing, I'm like, you're so much better than that. Do you not know this? And when it's your time, God is
they
gonna
don't know it.
elevate you. So you don't have to. You're right, they don't know.
Yeah, yeah, they don't
They
know it.
don't
They don't know
know.
it because if they did, they wouldn't do the stuff
How
that
can
they
we get
do.
them to know? Yes, it's
You
almost
know what?
heartbreaking.
So it is, and I don't know. The younger generation. I think that no matter how much we talk, no matter how much we teach and tell,
Mhm.
they're not going to listen. I mean, I think that's just the nature of their age, and many of them have to find things out the hard way or
Mm-hmm.
on their own. I can't, I don't know off the top of my head exactly where it is, but I think there's a scripture in the Bible that talks about, um, people or the youth becoming more, they're wiser, basically in their own right. They know a whole lot more than maybe necessarily we did a long time ago, but they aren't necessarily using it in the best way. They know too much, actually, too
Mm-hmm.
much for their own good.
I definitely agree with that. Oh, wow. Now that venues are opening back up again and people are coming out to more
Hmm.
plays, more concerts, and more events and everything, what advice would you give to those who are looking for gigs, so to speak, or looking for places to perform?
Probably to be open. So, again, I've moved back to my home state of Georgia, which is near Savannah. And honestly, I haven't done a whole lot in terms of performing since I've been there this past year, because I've been working, I've been in school, and just had a lot going on. When I get back, however, my plan is to start delving more into the arts community, and be open in terms of you know venues. Savannah has a lot of restaurants, and some of
Mm-hmm.
those restaurants do live music. Well, check them out. Go and present myself. There are places that have brunches, live music brunches. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have to be even creative. If you can't find places that um, are asking for talent to come in, you may have to create your own event. You know, and have people come find a venue, maybe a small venue, where you can um, uh, present like a small concert, to present to people. What
Mm-hmm.
is that old saying? Wherever there's a will, there's a way. Connect yourself with people who are doing what it is you want to do. No man is an island. No man stands alone. So even though you think that you're, so good, find other people who are already doing it. Hey, look, I want to do this too. How did you get your gig at such and such place?
Mm-hmm.
Can you give me some suggestions on what to do? You just have to learn how to network in this business.
That's totally true, because the one thing that I find is that if you do not, a lot of times you'll either catch the opportunity at the very end, or you'll miss it altogether because half of the stuff has already been pre-planned, or people have already been connected and chosen for it because they knew somebody that knew somebody that referred somebody. So
The
it's
story of
definitely
my
like,
life.
yeah. I was telling somebody, I said, it's so hard right now, even with people who may be looking for different employment or career changes and things like that, because it's like, I personally, every position I've gotten, at least in the past several years or whatever, was because someone knew me, or or they wanted to bring me along, or whatever the case may be. And for those who are looking now, it's like, if you don't have someone that's already there or whatever, it seems almost impossible to get in.
Absolutely, absolutely. Which, Coke, I'm so glad that you said that, because um, there is benefit in networking.
All
There is
right now.
benefit not only in networking, but in how you network. Sarah, have you ever met people and you were really excited to meet them, and
Mhm.
you put yourself out there to greet them, and they were kind of standoffish, or they gave you the little limp handshake or what have you?
Uh-oh.
It's like, okay, right. What I have learned in my 55 years of living is that personality will get you a long way. People
Mhm.
enjoy being around people who are outgoing and who are kind, and who can laugh. So, in this networking thing, if you want to get anywhere in life, you have to know how to greet people and how to have a conversation with people and how to smile and make people feel
Hmm.
welcome in your space. If you can't do that, then more often than not, folk are going to see you and it's like, okay, she's okay, but there's always a but. But when you
Hmm.
can make people feel warm and feel, your personable spirit, they remember you. They remember you.
Yes, they do. That is so important. And for me personally, the people that did have the somewhat standoffish or the negative attitudes, you kind of lose that that excitement that you had for them, and I don't think you ever really get it back. It just kind of lingers there, and it's like they put a bad taste in your mouth. So yeah,
Yes.
I know I
And you
was
see them,
online, but
even if I've met
yeah,
some stars. I've
tell
met
it.
some famous people. It's like, oh, I'm good. I don't ever have to meet you again.
And that's a shame. That's a shame. It should not be like that. I'm like, you
Yeah.
wanted to be famous. You wanted this position and this role. Now you've been in it in a couple of years. You're over it. I get it, whatever. But, that is still what people are looking for. They're looking for you to be friendly. They're looking for you to be excited to
Yep.
see them, whether you know them or not. And they're looking for you
Yes.
to sign autographs or take pictures of
Yes.
something. Some folk now they don't even want to take pictures. They don't want to, they don't want to interact with you.
Yep.
They want to do the show, go home.
Yeah, but there's some things that are just a part of the job. So I'm just a local theater girl, okay? I do
Mhm.
local theater. And so for me, after we finish a show and we come out and we greet everybody, I'm always surprised when people bring their playbills to me and say, "Can I have your autograph?" Like, really? You want my autograph? Sure. Like if you want this John Hancock, baby, it ain't gonna ever get you nowhere. But okay, you can have it. I just consider it
That's
an
what you
honor
say. You
because
don't
they,
know.
but just to think that they enjoyed my performance enough to want me to sign their playbill or to want to take a picture with me, that's humbling to me. It's like, wow, okay, yeah, yeah. It takes but a second.
Yes, yes. I definitely agree. I definitely agree. What has it been like for you interacting with the cast members behind the scenes? Because I know y'all been spending a lot of time together. I see the pictures.
They're crazy. So the funny thing is, they are hilarious. They really are. And so they're much younger than me. I'm the mama of the group, and Will was teasing me last week because he said something. I forgot what it was he said, but apparently I have this look that I give, and he said, "No, don't go giving me that look. Don't give me that mama look." He says, "Because girl, you scare me sometimes." So we just joke around with each other and crack up jokes, and sometimes I participate. Well, most of the time I do, but sometimes I don't because I'm like, okay, y'all too young for me right now. I don't even know what y'all talking about. So we just have fun. We're in the back, we're cutting up, we're cracking jokes. When we rehearse for the music, it's like in
Mhm.
between each song, there's a jam session of something totally out of range, from the play. We might end up singing some Shaka Khan or
Right.
some Stevie. When we're all over the place. It's just a ball of fun.
That's awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think that we have definitely covered a whole lot regarding Miss. I love this name, Sweet Mama String Bean. Y'all
That's
see, I
right.
have my own personal flyer. My own personal flyer.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mama
Oh,
Ethel. That's right.
that's right. So tell them, where can they go and see this play exactly? Because I gave very limited information.
Sure. The play is being held at the Burning Coal Theater. That's at 224 Polk Street, Polk, in the great city of Raleigh, North Carolina. On Friday night, the play is at 8 o'clock. Doors open at 7:45. On Saturday, the play is at 4 o'clock. And on Sunday, the play is at 3. I promise you, you want to be at one of those productions because the play, not because I'm in it, but the play, period, is wonderful. It is a wonderfully written play. You don't want to miss it.
You heard it here first. And where can we find you on social media?
I am on Facebook. I'm Phyllis Morrison. You can even put Pia Morrison in, and it should pop up. I also have a Pia Performance Ministry Facebook page. So it should say Pia Performance Ministry. You can look me up there. I have a YouTube channel. It's kind of limited right now, but I do have one, Pia Morrison. Um, or if you have a wedding, or if you have a private event coming up and you need some music, you need someone to sing, I'm your girl.
All
Have music
right.
will travel. Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, wherever I will travel. And you can just call or send me a text at 919-328-0331.
All right. Well, you can't beat that, child. She's definitely put herself out there. She's let it be known what she can do. And I look forward to my seat in the building before Sunday
Yes.
so that I can physically be there, physically
Yay.
enjoy, and I can give a high five on what everybody else is saying because I know it is a phenomenal play based on who's directing and who's in it. I know it's already great. For sure, for sure. Thank
Oh,
you so much for taking your time out to chat with us today. I really appreciate it. And you have such a great spirit. It was so easy to talk to you, even though this was our first time really meeting and connecting. And I
first
look
time.
forward to, yeah, first time. But not the last time for sure, not the last time. And I look forward to
That's right.
meeting up and connecting with you. In regards to Sapphire
Thank you.
Entertainment, you're welcome. You're welcome. And we're going to let you go in just a minute. But I
Okay.
wanted to let you guys know that one of the things that we definitely do is highlight extraordinary people doing extraordinary things. And Miss Pia Morrison is definitely one of those people that are doing extraordinary things. So if you would like to be a sponsor for our programming, or if you would like to get an ad in our magazine or what have you, definitely make sure that you contact me or my media twin assistant, Just Lynn. Her information is actually at the bottom of the screen. So you generally see us together, but this particular time, I had to do it, had to get together with my sister's now friend and family, Ms. Morrison, so that we could go ahead and let everybody know about this phenomenal play before she leaves to go back to Georgia. So you got it, you got it. But you guys make sure you follow me at Media Coco, and we'll definitely tune in. We're also media sponsors for some other events that are coming up. So make sure that you check us out. We look forward to seeing you soon, everybody. Thank you. All right. So, y'all know that was so good, right? Right. We had the one and only stage play actress, Miss Pia Morrison, on our show. And we know she's playing Miss Ethel Waters. So y'all make sure y'all tune in and y'all go to Raleigh, those of you who are in North Carolina, and check her and the rest of the cast out. All right. So y'all make sure y'all do that. And like I was saying, I want to make sure that we go ahead and recognize, let's see here, because we're always getting new information. And I want to make sure that you guys are completely aware and know about it. So let me find it here. I like how she said that, she wasn't necessarily trained in that area, but because she liked to sing, she put herself out there to do just that. And sometimes that's what we have to do. We have to put ourselves out there to do just that and use all of our talents that we are given. But like I was saying, we are media sponsors for the International Gospel Music Summit. Thank you, Ms. Carol Crawford Danner. I thank you so much for this opportunity. And the Industry Highlighter magazine looks forward to being a sponsor for your event. The event is October 6th through the 8th in Seattle, Washington. So October 6th through the 8th in Seattle, Washington. You guys can go to the Industry Highlighter page, or you can even go to my Facebook page, Carol Coco Diggs, and check out that event as well as all that will be going on in Seattle, Washington. So in the meantime, if you want to be a guest on our show, make sure you connect. I look forward to connecting with you and speaking with you. So I'd like to thank you all for coming and tuning in and checking us out at the platform presented by Sapphire Entertainment and Media Management, where we believe in you. Be sure to connect with us via Instagram at the industry_highlighter. And we never miss a beat in bringing you today's media and entertainment news worldwide. Until next, we'll see you soon. Be blessed.